Hello. I'm going to record a kind of a noisy video. Sunset, ocean, low tide. Not quite low tide, but it's low enough for me to be able to walk onto this mud flats. I'm not supposed to be here, but this is who I am. I enjoy this type of adventures, and is one of the reasons I get excited, and I can get some energy at my age. And this video is about lack of energy, depression, depressive thoughts, sluggishness. Is like a feeling that something or someone is stealing your energy. And you can get to lots of different explanations for that type of condition. Depends who you talk to. Maybe if you talk to not a spiritual, like a religious person, might tell you that a demon is stealing your energy. Okay, you can take that, and I can take that information and I can dissect it, and I can explain how the mind demons work, because this is a good concept to talk about, but it's not a topic for everyone to be able to get into it, because you need to have, let's call it, a prerequisite, the baseline information to understand what's the mind demon and what creates that information or energy. And if you talk to the doctors, the doctor will tell you, you have some hormonal imbalance that leads to emotional imbalance, and it causes you to feel that type of in low energy all the times. And of course they would come up with some fixes. They will give you pills that rebalance your body, without thinking that, or considering that your body is very unique machinery. And I'll tell you some my thoughts, or I'll talk about the way I see it. So your body and mind are kind of a system of two entities working together for a special experience. And if you think of Matrix, that movie, which it's interesting about the creators thinking that deep. So those movie creators or the scenario, they were really deep thinkers. So they got into this concept. You are like a very sophisticated piece of code, like a program. Some people think that it's an energy. Okay, let's call it an energy. It's the soul, and the soul, in order to navigate the realm here into the material dense world, it needs something like a horse. And this creator of all the things created a body. So created a body for different animals, different species, including for the humans, according to this soul purpose. So if you had the purpose to eat grass all day, probably your body would be a cow exploring some pasture, and kind of that's it, making babies, and that's it. But we as a human beings, we are more than eating food and having sex and building a home. So we are the most complex beings here on this realm. So for that we need a multifunctional body with claws, maybe fingers, maybe 2 legs, 2 arms, not 20 legs, only 2. And everything that's part of our body design has a very precise purpose. So when the mind is receiving the information through the 5 senses, it creates a beautiful reality or kind of a bad movie. It can be a very bad movie. So like you pay to go to an experience and they give you a suit. Okay, so you wear that suit including eyes, smell, all those five senses, and you can do stuff, you can build a reality. But sometimes uh, you get a bad suit, or sometimes you as a mind, as a complex program of energy, you may not be fitted for this world. Maybe you are a bad person or a bad soul. You've done something stupid in that realm, in the other realm. So when it was your turn to go on a mission on this realm where is stuff more dense, you got a bad suit. So you are going to struggle. And you cannot get out. You cannot get out. You say, "Oh no, fuck it. I'm done with my mission." No, no, no. You get busted if you kill yourself and destroy the suit, which is God's property. You get really busted. No, you're not allowed to do that. So, according to your soul, you are given a mission here and a suit that it suits your purpose. And if you don't use it based on that mission and based on your soul, you're going to have a bunch of arguments with your suit. Like you have a horse and the horse is either sluggish, is tired, or maybe is too energetic, maybe is not listening. You know, you have a lot of tension with that. So the horse is wasting lots of energy arguing with you, doing something that he doesn't like, and you as a brain, as a biological brain, as a brain of the operation, you also get tired. So it's a system that is not working well. Same thing in marriages. So you that's the sunset. You get to connect to another soul that has a body, and you could have a beautiful relationship, and you support each other mission. So let's say one of you is supposed to be a guitar player and composer, and you want someone to assist you on your mission, because that's the way it works here on Earth. And you may want to take someone else like that with the same type of passion, and you can expand and share, enhance that beautiful music creation experience. You can do that, but that's kind of limited. It's kind of limited. So you play guitar all day and you compose, you make music, but maybe there is not enough sex, or maybe there is not enough outdoor adventure, maybe it's not enough movie watching, zoo, playing at the zoo, or doing stuff like that enhance the experience here and maximize the time here, because you have a resource which is time, and also is limited. So you have this energy of your body, your soul, how to say, the program will last forever. If the body dies, it crosses back to the original realm, back home, and it does stuff there. But here on this realm, the mission has limited amount of time, and so the best would be to expand the experience and have zero friction, zero tension, and everything is smooth. And I call that perfect tuning. It's like your energy consumption is being efficiently used by the system to enhance this life experience. So let's say to achieve stuff, to fulfill your mission and stuff like that. So when your body energy and everything, every resource you have are perfectly used, efficiently used, 100% goes into your mission, yeah, that's the best mission you can have. But how you do that? So how you perfectly tune you with your mission and with your partner mission, because now if you're together, it's not only fucking but also working together to adjust. Would be nice to have this type of special purpose, which is a trend now. Special purpose, other beings. Let's say you live alone, and when you need to have sex, you go to have some fun with another being, but it's proven that is not the best choice to have multiple partners like that. Or if you need to repair your car or your body, you go to different experts, so you delegate some of the stuff. But also it's not good to rely on the doctors for every little repair that you can do it by yourself, or the body can fix it by itself. So let's say you listen to certain type of music genre, and you listen that for 8 hours a day at work. If it's not your genre, if it's not for your soul, you actually waste some energy because you get frustrated, and frustration is a waste of energy. Same thing with fear, hate, jealousy. Those are energy consuming emotions, and they come from the evil. So evil, or the evil forces actually are meant to deplete your bodies, to steal your energy away by installing these programs, energy programs and emotions. You can call it emotions that have a negative vibe, that kind of steal your energy. So I'll just give you an answer what emotions can drag you down, can deplete your body of energy, so you feel tired all the time, and those lead to depression. And depression will always give you this feeling of being tired, being not worthy, being sluggish, and is because something is stealing your energy. And another thing is doing a job that is not for you, doing a job that you feel that you struggle, you show up at work, and an hour later you feel you want to go home, you want to take 3 coffees. Sometimes I feel like that, so not all my days are best days. I'm a human being, and I think I have the right to dislike stuff. Otherwise I would be too weird among the normal people around I see don't really like. Only certain, it's like a small percentage of people really found their true passion, their true mission here. So those usually discover their purpose when they are younger. So they don't need much of a search and digging around. They find this one when they are very young. Some people find it when they're like 4 or 5 years old. They pick an instrument, or they pick a tool or something, and they play with that, play. They're like crazy. It's like 6-7 hours a day they keep playing that instrument, or maybe writing stuff, or drawing, so that's their finding at a young age. I found what I love to do when I was maybe in grade 5, 6 or something. I kind of knew. Then I got hungry for reading about electronics, hungry for building little circuits and doing schematics, and you know, I got in big trouble because of this passion. And I was about to quit maybe 3 times, and I thought, that's it, you know, I'm getting in trouble. This is not going to make me money. This is not, no. It's the soul wanted to use my body, my physical body, to execute some dreams. So I had few other dreams which I got to reach those dreams here in Canada. And once I reached those dreams, I felt the happiness which got me in tune with my life mission here, or my life purpose. So again, having a workplace in tune with workers, with teammates, when you see everyone is sharing same passion, it's like they are feeling excited to talk about same thing, same project. That's a very good tuning. So your emotion will get enhanced, and you feel like you're gaining some energy from somewhere. You don't need coffee, you don't need energy drinks, you don't need drugs, because you get this energy from sharing your passion, and that is going to feed your body with universal energy from God. I will not explain how this energy comes into your being, but I'm telling you, everything is being powered up by the same source, by the same fuel, same system created by the same God. Yeah, so tuned with the workplace, tuned with teammates, tuned with life partners. So if you are working 8 hours a day, then you need some sleep, maybe 7-8 hours. Then you have another 8 hours to share, maybe 2 hours in the traffic if you're really not very smart, but you have maybe 6 hours, 5 hours with a life partner or with your kids. If you have frictions, you waste lots of energy. You and your partner waste lots of energy, and it's one of the reasons you drop lots of body energy into that friction. Not only arguments, but just feeling like okay, something is not right. I keep using this analogy. You have a screw, trying to screw it to a nut that has a wrong thread. Sometimes depends who I talk to. If I talk to some guys, I would say you have a black dude trying to screw in a screw into a, should I say that, into a smaller woman. Right, it's going to be unpleasant, not very, so lots of energy, it doesn't produce a good feeling for both, for the screw and for the nut. And you may have to use lots of lube when you screw in the nut, the screw into the thread, the wrong thread, into the real nut, like a metal nut. So, and you need to use lots of force. And why you need to use lots of force? Why you need to waste that force when you can pick the correct nut with the correct thread for that screw? Same thing in a relationship. But sometimes people, get stuck into that, and they are forced to stay into that relationship. That another way of wasting your mind and body energy by not feeling happy when you have an abusive relationship, like a bullying relationship. You let's say you are raised to allow other people to bully you because, like I said, you maybe are a soul and you were given a family. So you were given a suit, which is your body. You were being implanted or inserted or injected or installed, let's call it installed, into a family according to your soul. So you get some bullying and you learn this programming and you carry on that programming and you get bullied by the school, by the teachers. Then for some reason, another reason, you get a spouse who is going to bully you. It's the human nature. If you are a higher vibe person, like a spiritually advanced person, likely you will marry or connect. You will connect with a spiritually advanced soul into a body, a human body, and those people know love. They know how to respect you. They know how to preserve your own boundary, your own set boundaries. But if you marry or you connect to someone who is a lower vibe, more of a survival level, those people would act like primitive kind of people. Like food is going to be very important for them. Greed, this type of human, very earthy emotions are very powerful for them, and they will manifest that. And if you give them love, they might love you back, but they will steal your love, of course. If you stop loving them, they will dump you. They will turn your back on you, their backs on you, and that's not a good relationship. It's more of a trade, and that's very common into the low vibe souls that they just happen to be embodied into maybe beautiful bodies. It can be good looking bodies, but the soul is crappy inside. I mean, the energy that's animating those bodies are crappy. It's like a low vibe, sneaky people, snakes, gossips, thieves, all sort of type of bad souls animating those maybe good looking bodies. Yeah, so that's and if you have such a spouse bullying you, oppressing you, keeping you under the rug and stepping on you, you won't be happy. You won't feel the freedom. Recently, not a long time ago, someone I work with, not at the office, but I do energy work, told me that she managed to move away from her spouse, not spouse, like a concubine or whatever, partner. They have a kid together, and she managed to break free of that guy's control. And she said, you know what? Now I feel I'm floating. And that's a good feeling. It's a good feeling. It's like it's no more dragging down, no more stealing of her energy, so she can fly free. It's like a lighter. When you're lighter, you feel like, whoa, I feel dancing, I feel I have the energy, I feel like, whoa, whoa, it's like life is different. And it could be almost a sudden change, or like within a couple of weeks. And when it's that sudden change, you can sense the difference, because for 10 years, 20 years, you got used to feel that sluggishness, like you feel that something is like carrying a lot of weight on your shoulders, and you don't know. It's like I'm not fat, I'm not sick. Doctors all tell me that I'm okay. They prescribe me pills to rebalance my stuff, but something is not right. And with the pill, I feel like a zombie, or I don't feel right. Okay, so the pills won't work for me, and I'm not getting better. But I decided, let's say I decided to divorce. I decided to move to another house. Even the house, I'm telling you, the house is building a vibe based on the partner's emotions. if the partners argue a lot, the emotions are loaded into the walls, into everything there. And sometimes people change the house, and they feel, whoa, feel lighter. It's like when you go to a hotel, and if you feel that uh, it's something fresh. It's not the bed sheets. I mean, it could be the bed sheets if you don't change your bed sheets often. Yeah, it could be those, they retain your bed energy. But it could be the bed sheets, it could be the fresh air, could be the new town. So you need to try different things. Okay, go take a trip somewhere. Let's say if you don't suspect your partner is stealing your energy, it does not have a negative vibe or does not keep you under control. So there is no good power balance between the two. Yeah, try a trip somewhere, and if you don't feel refreshed, that means it's something else. So you narrow it down. Maybe it's your partner. So you take a trip by yourself, go like a week somewhere, take a vacation, but don't go back to your parents, because the parents are probably one of those the sources of your sadness, your depression and stuff. So don't go back to those. Uh, Go somewhere else, like go to a place where you feel freedom, maybe a retreat or something like that. And if you feel recharged, that, and when you come back 2 days later, you feel like, oh, it's coming. It could be your job. Okay, if you don't have job, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your kids. One of your kids is doing drugs, or is playing with some spiritual tools, or is dealing with some uh, evil forces and stuff like that. So could be a lot of reason that stuff is depleting your energy. So you need to identify those. Not a long time ago, maybe 3-4 days ago, someone told me about the depression and those heavy feelings. I said, based on how I feel, it's your mother-in-law that is like a big heavy rock in your bag that is hanging around your neck. So I was talking in Romanian, so I don't know how to translate this one into English, but it's like people have a lot of weight and they don't know what comes from. So I call those like heavy stones, heavy rocks or stuff like that. And I said, well, maybe 30% is your mother-in-law. She read right away. She said, yeah, my mother-in-law is saying this and that. She's always blaming. So for 15 minutes, I had to stop her. But for 15 minutes, she kept saying about her mother-in-law. I said, yeah, you know what? You assign her too much power. Same thing with a bullying spouse. The bullied one makes the mistake to assign power to the bullying partner. So it's like, oh yeah, she can give me trouble, or she won't fuck me, or she makes more money, or she takes my resources away, or she doesn't let me talk to my mom, stuff like that, you know. But it's you, the bullied person, who allowed the bully. And the thing is, the bully did not start it right away. It took a while to build the cage around you, and it can be by intimidation, can be stealing your friends, or gossiping, or making your friends run away from you, or not allowing your friends. So every time you have a friend, your bullying partner will not allow your friends to show up or to come to your house, because this bullying partner feels that you will gain power by having some allies. So this bullying partner wants you to be isolated. So there are lots of stuff to talk about bullying, but this is a common thing when a person feels bullied and feels trapped into own house or into a own relationship, that leads to a bad 4D, 5D experience of the mind into this human suit, right? So when this person is wasting so much energy, is burning this life force, okay, this person is going to fail different organs and systems of the body by failing first the energy system. The body biological system fail one by one. So you get kidney disease, you get heart disease, especially heart disease from the stress, right? And yeah, slowly the person dies and end up going to the other side and being processed and analyzed and interrogated. How was your mission? Why you did this? Why you did that? How you did it? Stuff like that. And the person realized at the time at that interview, after the death of the physical body, the person realized, oh, you know what? Yeah, I did this mistake. Whose fault? Yeah, maybe that person fault of the soul fault to be a crappy soul, so he got into a bad mission. So instead of fixing it here while into this mission, using the body to navigate this realm, the physical realm of the Earth planet, as a planet, uh, just it's like okay, whatever, you know, life happens to me. I'm not able to make my own life to decide what life will look like for me. I allow other people to do the life for me. What life is that? You go to enjoy the show projected by others. So you do other people's dreams instead of your own dream. So why then you got here into this suit? Just to assist someone else show? Yeah, if you let them, they will do it. But talk to you later. Bye bye.